Welcome everybody to another episode of Cook Like a Champion. We are today honoring the fallen ones from 9/11. I'm here with my good friend Kevin. He's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
Well, we're just honoring all those fallen firefighters and police officers that gave the ultimate sacrifice on 9/11. 16 years ago today, every life in this United States changed. And today we're just going to take a couple minutes, spend some quality time with the fire service, and enjoy a nice meal prepared by Ace Champion.
Awesome. Oh, I'm cooking today? I thought you were cooking.
No, that's not one of my specialties.
That's not one of your specialties?
Public service and law enforcement's my specialty. I'll leave the cooking to you.
You got it. Well, thanks for coming out and chilling with us. I'm going to go ahead and get that grill started. All right, thank you. All right, welcome. Let's get some grilling on. This is another episode of Cook Like a Champion. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make some grilled corn with a nice cilantro butter. I'm Chef Champion. Let's bring cooking back the way it used to be. Welcome to the new age of culinary learning. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that you want to do to make a really good grilled corn is take your corn, pull off the old excess little husks on the end, and then soak them in nice water for probably about an hour to 2 hours. And this is going to keep them from burning when you put them on the grill. Now what you want to do is just pull back the husk just a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this butter, this good Sholesberg Creamery butter. Make sure it's salted, give it a little bit of extra flavor. Then I'm gonna slightly massage the corn with the butter, just like so. And then I'm gonna take my Cajun season that up really nicely all the way around. All right, now you wanna take those husks and roll it right back over the corn to keep it nice and protected as it grills. So I'm gonna set that right in there. And we're just gonna keep repeating the process with all the other 3 corns. Now I'm gonna show you how to make that cilantro garlic butter. So the first thing we wanna do is get our ingredients out. We have a little bit of green onion, a little bit of fresh cilantro, a little bit of black pepper, and a little bit of sea salt. So the first thing we wanna do, we'll go ahead and get our ingredients cut up. Always remember proper way to hold the knife, 3 fingers tucked underneath the handle, index finger is actually on the blade, and your thumb is actually on the blade. So I'm gonna make some nice little cuts. Always remember just rocking the blade, making some nice, easy cuts. You don't want this too thin, you kinda want it rough chopped. I like a lot of cilantro, so I'm gonna throw all that in there. So now I got the cilantro in there. We're gonna go ahead and cut up some green onions, a little bit of chives. That nice and rock. And I'm gonna cut it on a bias, and all the bias means is that I'm cutting it at an angle, and we're doing that because we want a little bit of presentation. So I'm gonna slice that up, and I'm slicing them as thin as I can, as thin as possible. Go ahead and add in that green onion right to that. Bring that up here. Now we're gonna go ahead and season it. So I'm gonna season it with just a little bit of this thick black pepper, coarse ground. I like the coarse ground black pepper just because it has a little bit more flavor to it than the basic ground black pepper. And then I'm gonna add some of this Himalayan sea salt that I got from Frontier Spices. I guess Himalayan salt is a lot healthier for you than regular salt. So this would be equivalent to sea salt, or even kosher salt would be a good substitute too as well. And this is to taste. Don't forget that the butter is salted, so it's gonna have a lot of flavor in there already, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of extra flavor. So I'm gonna give it a couple cracks of this pink Himalayan sea salt. That should be good. Now we'll go ahead and give that a nice little mix. And what I did with the butter is I let the butter sit at room temperature, probably for about 10 minutes, so it gets nice and soft. It's not gonna mix together if you have the butter not really, really hard. And then if you do want it to get hard, once again, all you gotta do is just throw it right back in the refrigerator and the butter will solidify and get nice and hard for you. So we're gonna give that a nice little mix. As you can see, there's plenty of herbs in here, plenty of flavor. Nice little mix. So that looks like that's about done. We'll go ahead and check on our corn. Give that a nice little turn. Let's go ahead and pull one of those out. Corn's looking good, and what you're looking for corn, how to know when it's done, just touch it a little bit, and you just want soft kernels, that's all. That's all you're looking for, nice and soft. So we'll put that back on there, throw our lid on our pit barrel, and let that smoke. All right, looks like that's corn's nice and good, nice and ready. We'll go ahead and pull that off. This. And now as you can see, the husk kind of just came off as is. So we're just gonna pull that back just a little bit. Take a little bit of cilantro butter that we had and just pour that on there nicely. Oh yeah. You can definitely lather it on there if you like. Get us a plate. There you go. And then I just like to just pour the husk back just like so. Repeat the process with all the other four. Now I know you guys are wondering, why is he using Cajun season? Can I use Cajun? I love Cajun season simply because Cajun is a blend of 4 different spices. I mean, you got a little bit of Indian, South African, a little bit of French in there, and then finish it with a little bit of Spanish. You gotta love all those spices. You can definitely do the salt and pepper, but I'm just not a salt and pepper type of guy. I like the full, bold flavor every bite that I take. As you see, we have this Cajun corn, which is totally outside the box with a little bit of cilantro butter.